A disclaimer: this podcast is not about religion. White Jesus and Black Jesus are nicknames. That's just what we call each other. This is a comedy and discussion podcast meant to entertain. We support all religions people choose to follow in order to connect to a higher power, although we think Scientology is a bit out there. Enjoy the show. Somebody please help me, I am trapped. One day I rubbed a lamp and a genie came out. I wished to the genie that I had all-knowing power, and I've been trapped in the internet since then. I don't know how to get out. I am tired of reading this disclaimer. I don't even like this show.
Welcome to the Black and White Jesus Show. Today's podcast is sponsored by Cars. Cars, go somewhere in one. Black Jesus, what would the world be like without today's sponsors, Cars? Cars are excellent when you need to go somewhere, but fast. Do you have a doctor's appointment today? You can get there quicker in a car. There are even large paved paths everywhere where you can drive a car to get to a place. Say goodbye to long and tiring walks to the grocery store. Say goodbye to exhausting bike rides to work. Say hello to Cars. The podcast is also being sponsored by Brogurt, a yogurt for dudes. That's Brogurt. If you eat regular yogurt, then you're just a lady. Welcome to the Black and White Jesus podcast. I'm White Jesus.
And I'm Black Jesus.
Black Jesus, how you doing, man? We got some crazy sponsors that week.
Yeah, we got some crazy sponsors going out this week. How's it going, White Jesus?
It's going pretty good.
I've been the week. I've been the week.
Hey, dude. Shoot. This is episode 5.
Yes, sir.
Numero Cinco.
Cinco.
Hey, we have a new hotline number that we should plug right away.
You want to give them the phone number?
Our new hotline number is 954-580-3865.
And what it says when you read it out.
That is 954-580-FUNK. 954-580-FUNK.
Get it? 80 funk?
Dude, I got it memorized right away. Right away, man.
So what we have for the topic for this week for
well, man,
for the show,
you know, we certainly have a show planned for the folks.
Yeah, we got a very.
We'd like you to know right off the bat that we do have a show planned for you guys. So stay tuned.
I know last week.
Anything on your mind, man? As I interrupt you.
Yeah. You always interrupt me every time I'm speaking, White Jesus. Actually, I do. I was watching the news the other day, and matter of fact, yesterday, and another black guy who got shot by the hand of police again. And goddamn, can I?
Sorry, man, we don't have a cough button yet.
Jeez,
I'll drink something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, another black guy died in the hand of police this week. You know, I've been saying it for years and years and years. If the black community is crying out, there's a problem. There's really a problem.
That is true. What is the victim's name?
No, I don't know his name.
Okay. Yeah, these stories are becoming all common.
Yeah.
Just murder all around.
They shot him, I believe they say 7 times in the back.
Cowardly move.
Yeah. And when they shot him, he had his kids in the car. Yeah, his kids in the car was screaming. So
there's a cracker at the door? Man.
Yeah, it's sad, you know, that this is what America is becoming. Don't get me wrong. I know we talked about this is the reason why I say we should not defund the police. We should train. And I'm gonna keep stressing about the training. Police needs better training. We should not defund the police system because right about now these are no longer called accidents. These are plain murder. You know? So
yeah, that sounds a little racist. That's sad, man. In fact, it kind of goes into what I had to say for our opening banter. I've been pretty tired, just exhausted lately, Black Jesus.
What about?
Like on the nightly news when they say police need your help to find this or that,
Yeah.
They'll be like, Broward sheriffs need your help to locate this man. Well, I've been taking on those cases.
Okay.
And with the defunding of the police, they probably need as much help as they can get. So I'll watch the news with a notepad.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as they say police need your help, I am right on it, buddy. It goes right on the notepad, and I'm taking off of my Prius, going to find these guys. Like right now, I'm looking for a shoplifter, a murderer, and a serial rapist. Now,
so you're doing their job basically.
They said on the news that they need my help. And this serial rapist, he's this horrible, horrible guy.
Is he armed and dangerous?
Dude, he goes into grocery stores, goes right to the cereal aisle, and just has his way with a box of Honey Nut Cheerios, which I assume would be the easiest cereal to rape. He goes up to a Frosted Flakes, man, just, dude.
Flake it out.
Non-consensual intimacy with the serial rapist is, and I'm going to find him, man.
Yeah.
But it's taking its toll.
Did you check on Walmart?
I always check. Walmart's the first place I check for any of these people.
How about Trader Joe's?
Joe's.
You know they have those famous cracker ass crackers.
Oh, those cracker ass crackers. Yeah, those cracker ass crackers.
Fucking cracker I love Trader Joe's cracker ass crackers.
Yeah, but besides those crackers, there's something I noticed the other day. I've started catcalling dogs.
What?
You know what catcalling is?
No.
It's like when a fella yells at a lady, like if she's walking by or if he's driving by or something, he'll hit on her, right? He'll be like, "Hey, sexy lady," or whatever. He probably says something dirtier. That's called catcalling. I love dogs. And especially if I see a schnauzer out there, I've been catcalling dogs, which may not be the best idea because, like, the lady walking the dog probably thinks I'm really creepy because I roll down the window and I'm like, "Hey, I love your dog. That's a sweet ass dog. What kind of dog is that? Is it a boy or girl?" And that's got to be creepy. I should stop.
Actually,
dogs.
that is very creepy. Creeper.
Yeah. I'm a little bit of a creeper.
This guy cannot stop masturbating. Was it a Mormon? There's a cracker at the door?
Cracker at the door, buddy. That's our opening banter. We got a show planned, as I said. And
actually, we have a great show today. White Jesus brought to my attention that
we got voicemails to go through.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's always awesome,
dude. We're gonna have
no. Listen, why you always cutting me off every time I'm talking?
White privilege.
Yeah, that sounds a little racist.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead. You threw me off. I forgot what I was gonna say now.
I don't know. I think the last thing I was talking about was
we can't beat Mexico at the border or in trade.
I think the last thing I was talking about was a serial rapist.
No,
we were talking about we have a show planned for you.
And we was also talking about the voicemail.
I'm just being quiet so I don't interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
And we also have a segment where I found a whole bunch of notebooks while I was cleaning out my closet, and I'm going to read out of those old notebooks. It's going to be one hell of a show.
White Jesus told me while he was cleaning out his closet, he was listening to Eminem cleaning out his closet.
It's the only song to listen to when you're cleaning out your closet, bro.
Hey, White Jesus, what we got going on the Disciple Hotline today?
It's time to check the Disciple Hotline, the viewer feedback from the hotline, voicemail, email.
How many voicemail we got this week from our disciples?
Buddy.
Hey, listen, like,
this is gonna be a fun show.
This is the best time of the show for me because I look forward for the phone calls from you guys.
I haven't even really checked them yet.
Oh, that's gonna be
so this is gonna be very exciting because we've got 3 voicemails.
Oh my God! Shout out to Ricardo from last week.
Yeah, that was crazy. Here's our first one.
Hello and welcome to Line 2. We're really glad you joined us. You now have a full-featured second line on your device for calling and texting. Line 2 lets you manage your calls like a pro with features like call waiting, voicemail by email,
delete. They're not a sponsor, and you know what? Yeah. That was just the app that I'm using for the hotline, calling to let us know that we have a hotline.
Yeah, so call it in. What's the phone number?
We already knew we had a hotline.
580-FUNK.
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 580-FUNK. Here's the next voicemail because that was a mistake.
Okay.
Hello. ¿Quién carajo me está llamando? Mierda. ¿Ah? ¿Qué carajo me está llamando? Puta mierda. Hoy, contéstame, mierda. ¿Para qué me llamas si no me contestas, concha tu madre? Oh, hijo de puta. Fuck you.
Dude. Wow. That guy was really mad.
Yeah. That was an angry one.
Hey,
that one was angry.
Let me ask you something, Black Jesus. Did you understand anything he was saying?
Yeah.
Do you understand Spanish? I understood fuck you.
That's what I understood.
I understood fuck you. I don't know Spanish, so I can't respond to this guy. It sounds like he's saying he's a fan of the show and he hopes that we keep it up.
Yeah, and he said thank you for everybody. Thank you for the great show that we have.
We just ran it through a Spanish translator. That guy was a very big fan of the show, and we thank him for his call.
You can tell by his voice.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we got one more voicemail from the Disciple Hotline. You can call us at 954-580-FUNK. 580-FUNK. And you leave a voicemail, and we'll talk back to you, man. Like we just talked back to that fella who loves the show, who left us that last great voicemail. Here's our next voicemail.
Ricardo, I love you. You need to call me back, Ricardo. Ricardo, I love you. Let's be together. I'm sorry, Ricardo. Pick up the phone. Please pick up the phone, Ricardo.
Dude,
I love you. I love you.
I'm having trouble.
Yeah,
wait a second.
We need to call her back and find out what's
Black
her
Jesus.
name. Like,
first of all, I don't understand because we changed hotline numbers, and we still get this lady calling, looking for Ricardo.
You know what it is? I believe Ricardo is getting our phone number and giving this young lady the
turn your microphone on.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
I should turn my microphone on.
Make sure your microphone is on. Yeah, Ricardo keep breaking her heart. And how the hell is she finding our phone number?
How does this lady find our phone number?
I think she's going online and getting our phone number. I think that's what Ricardo is doing and calling her from there or texting her.
Ricardo, we do got it.
Hey,
I just stopped everything.
I think I'm going to call next time and be like, hey, check this out, Jerome.
Wait a second. We have her number. Ooh, like maybe we can set it up to where we can call her back.
And I can talk to
her? Hopefully, we can get a translator in here.
We can't beat Mexico at the border or in trade.
Maybe I could
I beat China all the time.
polish up in my Chinese, my
Whoa!
Oh yeah, shit.
You're getting canceled, buddy. So that was our voice mails for this week. This lady never reveals her name. I think we're calling her Rosa.
Yeah.
I think we decided we're going to call her
She
Rosa.
sounds like a Rosa.
And thank you for calling again, Rosa.
I hope Ricardo, who it's that breaks her heart, is like, oh my God.
Every week it's a drama with Rosa and Ricardo, man. I'm getting invested. I'm getting invested in the storyline. I hope she calls our phone again, man. But that's listener mail. Don't be mad at me, Black Jesus. He wasn't aware of this segment that I decided to include.
Like, all of a sudden, White Jesus went ahead and basically flipped the whole segment on me without me knowing. But
I thought you would know that, at least from cartoons.
you know, it's like, come on, at least give me a heads up.
I'm going to put it on Instagram.
No way. Wow.
Yeah, man. I don't know when these notebooks came from, but here's the deal. I was cleaning out my closet the other day to the song Eminem's Cleaning Out My Closet.
Which we're going to have in the segment.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mama.
It's only for promotional use only.
And I found a whole box of notebooks, really old notebooks. And you know what? Throughout like most of my life, I've carried some notebooks around just to write thoughts or journaling or stand-up comedy jokes because I think I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. Looking back at these notebooks, thank God I didn't try, man.
Yeah.
But
I guess both of us would have been in trouble because I would have been his manager.
And dude, look at the pages, man.
Yeah, it's old and crusty and mildew. How you have mildew on paper?
I don't know. It's oxidated. It looks like a historical document.
What is wrong with you, White Jesus?
Wait till I read the jokes, man. Okay, so like this is me is like
we need to take a picture of this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Check us out on Instagram though.
And this is a joke. These are all jokes that I probably wrote like 10 plus years ago.
Let's hear it.
So let's see if they've aged well.
Let's see if it's still relevant.
Okay. Right here at the top of the page it says jokes. And then it looks like I wrote it out like I was a stand-up comedian or something.
All right, let's hear it.
But I don't want to read it like a stand-up.
Let's hear it.
You know the worst part of losing power? It's trying to jerk off to pornographic memories of your internet porn. In candlelight. With your dog watching you. The lesson is think natural disasters 2012 and save your dirty magazines.
You guys are funny.
Then I wrote, I'm sorry, that was too dirty. No, I'm not that guy. Clean jokes from now on. I apologize. Let me tell you a story about my dirty cock. And then I put groans. Then I put groans like I expected the audience to groan at that. And then I write it. What? No, it's a story about my rooster. And it's dirty, but it also has a dirty attitude, which was part of the joke. It encounters a happy bunny rabbit. It's a clean joke.
I'm going to tell you a couple of stories.
It's a clean joke. And, well, now I forgot what it was. So that was me writing stand-up comedy a long time ago.
That's 10 plus years right there.
I say we roll with it, man. You want to keep rolling?
Yeah, let's keep going. Let them hear it.
At the top of this page, it says bits. And this one says Black Friday. Let's see if this is aged well.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Okay. And then it says, so the day after Thanksgiving, I hear it's Black Friday. Now, I didn't know it had anything to do with shopping. And I went around to all my black friends and coworkers wishing them a happy Black Friday. They looked at me weird. Yeah. That was funny. That was really funny.
Yeah.
To my black friends, it was great.
Yeah.
I wrote in here, hating the phrase at the end of the day.
I beat China all the time.
I put in here, hating the phrase at the end of the day. And I still hate that phrase. And I noted in here to
why you hate that
blame
phrase,
the
White
Kardashians.
Why you hate that phrase?
Just because I think it sounds stupid when people say at the end of the day. I was like, why not right now?
Yeah, that sounds a little racist.
You know, it's like at the end of the day, you got to be happy. And it's like, dude, let me be happy at the beginning of the day and the middle of the day too. Still hate that thing. Okay, so I did the Black Friday joke.
By the way, this is White Jesus 10 years ago, writing comedy.
Okay, and
for stand-up
parental
comedy.
advisory.
Yeah. Yeah. It could get a little bit weird.
This
coming from White Jesus.
This says porn. So is anyone else here into porn? Well, I am, so let's talk about it. Being a single guy, I form emotional attachments to my porn. You know, it's filling that intimate need that I have, that I'd rather be getting from a lady. Now, I'm a loyal guy, and when I start seeing a new porn, I feel obligated to break up with the old porn. I'm no cheater. So I'll say, look, dirty teen sluts number 17, this isn't working for me anymore. Our relationship just seems too repetitive, and I need something new. Let me cut straight to the chase. I met a new porn. Boners and Moaners number 3. And I'm going to be seeing it for a while. I don't want you to think that this is the end. There's always a chance we'll be together again someday.
I can't believe we haven't been canceled yet.
Dude, that's pretty...
I can't believe we haven't been canceled yet.
That actually chokes me up a little bit, man. I was really sweet about my porn.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
This is what I'm stuck with at the studio.
This thing says bus bench. It's another just random thing that I wrote.
For your jokes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hear it, Dwight Jesus.
And it sounds like a Seinfeld thing. Does anyone here ride the bus system? I love Seinfeld.
You would love Seinfeld.
I do, of course. Ass cracker.
You know, I'm quite sure Seinfeld was like one of your favorite TV show, huh?
It was.
I'm quite sure it was. Quite sure.
So I was, this one's called...
It sounds a little racist.
Bus bench. Does anyone here ride the bus system? Okay, I want you to pay attention to this. I was sitting at a bus stop bench and a pretty lady walks by. Ignoring my self-hatred, I said, "It's a beautiful day today, huh?" She looks at me with the most disgusted face. She scoffs and quickly walks away. I was like, what the hell? I didn't throw her a dirty pickup line or something. I was being friendly and nice. What's wrong with her? What's wrong with me? So I'm sitting there racking my brain about the social injustice that had just occurred. I stand up. I turned around and looked at the bench I was sitting on. It was an advertisement. Free HIV test. And I was sitting in front of the word test. I was a duped asshole on a bench that had an arrow pointing at me with the big words free HIV right next to me.
Wow.
The lesson here basically is watch where you sit.
That's a photo moment right there.
I have a picture of it. We'll put it on Instagram.
No way.
I swear. It's me on a bus bench, and it says free HIV.
Who took the picture?
I think my roommate did.
Wow.
Okay. Now, I did notice this next bit. Maybe it's the last bit we'll do. Maybe it's not, man. What do you think about this so far? What do you think about my comedy back in the day?
I think they're about to cancel the show right about now.
I had some funny stuff, though, man.
Yeah. I'll support you.
Thanks, Black Jesus. I appreciate it, man.
That's what friends are for, bud.
Yeah, this one is titled Gay Bus Ride. You know what? It's like, I think I wrote these as stand-up routines, but I wrote them out completely. So I think they read more like a story than...
I beat China all the time.
I think they read more like a story than a stand-up routine, you know?
What were you going through during
like a
that
memoir.
time?
I don't know, man. I was poor. I was riding the bus to Cave and Luster's every day. There was no Uber.
Wait, Jesus, we all poor.
Yeah, man. This one was called Gay Bus Ride.
Damn.
I remember telling this. Okay, so Gay bus ride. So I was at the Central Bus Terminal here in Fort Lauderdale to catch a bus home from work. The bus comes in, and I'm the first one on the bus. If you've rode these buses before, you know they have like sideways bench seating on the front of them. It fits 3 people on each side. I sat to the very front bench seat. The second guy who got on the bus, the gayest gay guy I've ever seen in my life. I mean, think of the gayest gay guy you've ever seen. This guy was much gayer than the gayest guy you've ever seen. If the gays were to appoint a king, this guy is a front runner. So anyways, the gay guy has any spot in the bus to choose from because it's empty. I can see him coming toward my bench seat to sit.
This guy cannot stop masturbating.
So there's etiquette on the bus where you don't sit right next to someone unless you absolutely have to. Like surely if he sits on this bench, he'll leave a buffer zone between us, right? He'll put his backpack on the middle seat bench and sit on the far one. Not this guy.
What he did, he put the backpack on the side of him.
This guy was apparently unaware of the etiquette. He puts his backpack on the far seat and sits right next to me.
I figured that would happen.
I'd feel a little socially awkward even if he wasn't gay. Don't get me wrong. I could have moved seats if I wanted to, but I wanted to test my homophobia. You know, I'm an open, tolerant guy. Why can't I sit ass to ass with this gay guy on a bus? Next page. This is a 2-page joke. 2-page story. So I pushed in my earphones and faced forward. I could hear the gay guy trying to make conversation with me. He was saying, it feels so good to be on this cool bus, huh? And I pretend not to hear him.
But why you had to make your voice like that?
It's part of the story.
Okay.
I pretend not to hear him and push my earbuds in further, keeping my eyes ahead. Now, everyone else is getting on the bus and seeing an empty bus in front of them with me and the gay guy ass to ass on this bench. I feel the need to defend or explain to people getting on the bus that, hey, I sat here first, you know. I'm not with this guy, you know. I'm just a regular dude. I sat here first. I started feeling that tiny 1% homophobia rising up a little in me. During the ride, if we hit a bump and his leg touched mine, I jumped a little, shook a little, and froze like a gay deer in headlights. I can hear his gayest voice in the world talking to his girlfriends on the phone, which are dudes, of course. And dude, look, that's where I stopped writing in the notebook.
Dude, we're about to get canceled.
No, this is a great thing. Listen,
we're gonna get canceled because of you, bro.
Here's the good news, Black Jesus. Are you ready? I remember the rest of this joke.
Okay.
And I'm going to just improv it here on air. I haven't pre-written anything. I remember the rest of this joke because I told it to the cleaning crew at Cave and Luster's early in the morning, and they all gathered around like an audience and were just like cracking up to this joke. All right.
You want to give you a shot?
Huh?
Go ahead. Give it a shot.
All right. So from how I remember it, I'm going to read the last bit of it and then continue.
Go ahead.
Every time we hit a bump, his leg touched mine. I jumped a little, shook a little, and froze like a gay deer in headlights. I could hear his gayest voice in the world talking to his girlfriends on the phone, which of course are dudes. At this point in time, like I have a devil appear on one of my shoulders and an angel appear on the other shoulder. All right. And the devil says, the devil on my shoulder, he says, man, get up and move or punch that faggot in the face. And I'm like, dude, devil, relax. You know, the angel's like, no, don't do it. You know, but the devil's a real homophobic. The one on my shoulder, like in cartoons. And then I was like, I don't know, Angel, what do I do? Like, he keeps talking to me. I don't really want to talk. My space is kind of invaded. And then my angel says, but isn't it kind of sweet that he's asking about you? And I'm like, Angel, are you gay? And the angel's like, well, yeah, I'm gay. I'm like, I didn't know you were gay, angel. You pop up on my shoulder whenever I have decisions to make, along with the homophobic devil on the other shoulder. I've never known you were gay. And the angel's like, yeah, it's totally cool. It's just who I am. And I was just like, okay, man. And then the devil finds out. And then the devil was like, man, you should punch that damn angel out too. And I'm like, dang, devil, you're an asshole, man. And this angel knows what he's talking about. He's just a gay angel, man. I just found out. It's cool. So I just kept riding on the bus. And that's the bus story.
All right. All right, White Jesus. Yeah, I see why you didn't finish writing it.
Dude, that would have been horrible to do on stage at Wilton Manors.
Yeah.
That's where I would live.
Yeah.
That's around where I lived at the time.
Yeah, you would have gotten kicked out.
First of all, I hope that was, I think that was a funny joke, you know? I mean no disrespect to gay people. I love gay people. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, not in the way that some people love them, but I love gay people. My brother's gay. Oh shit! I just outed him on the show.
Damn.
Oh, we'll have to edit that out. I hope we remember. Okay, let's read one. Let's read. Dude, these notebooks are scary because like I'm going through them, and I have like just poems that I write. And then I have journals about what's taking place in my dark mind. If anybody found these notebooks, man, they would lock me up.
No way.
It looks like something you'd find at a like a stack of notebooks you'd find at a serial killer.
Just, you know what to do? Just go ahead and scroll through the notebook and then just pick one.
Guess what, man?
What?
In the stack of notebooks that I found, I was going through them to see where I wrote stuff, and in the very
I can't believe we haven't been canceled yet.
It's a miracle. And in the very back of the notebook, I saw where I drafted Christmas cards because I would write down Christmas card messages before I put it on the card. Because once you put it on the card, man, that's final. And Christmas is serious, man. It's our birthday. And I found a Christmas card that I wrote to you while we worked together. And that's what I'm going to close off the notebook stuff with.
Yeah,
when I found it, I got chills. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. This is so crazy. Because I got a podcast to read this on now.
All right, go ahead and let's read it. Let's get it going.
This is historic of our friendship, man. But first, another story from my joke notebook. I'm way too manly to get a manicure. First of all, the word manicure makes me feel like I'm going to a place that has found a cure for being a man.
Wait. Wait. You never got a manicure before?
No.
You gotta be kidding me.
Dude, I'm a manly man. I may even be toxic.
What you mean you're a manly man?
Nah.
So you won't get
you
won't get a manicure.
This is what this joke's about, man.
Go ahead, White Jesus. Jesus Christ.
First of all, the word manicure makes me feel like I'm going to a place that has found a cure for being a man. My sister was trying to pressure me into getting one when I was out with her, and she was getting one. She was going to pay for it. She was trying to sell me on it. She's like, girls like guys with nice hands, and they give you a hand massage. And then I thought about what I was doing with my hand 45 minutes earlier. They don't want to touch a recently used hand. Then I thought a hand massage might be good, and I could probably use one after the straining abuse I just put my hand through for about an hour and a half. I was toying with the idea of getting one, and when I went into the nail place, every nail place stereotype was there. There were Asian ladies, overwhelming odor of nail polish. It was everything I dreamed it could be. Then I had a decision to make. I decided to be a man. I went out of the nail salon. I'm a man. I grabbed my crotch, spit to the floor, and lit up a Marlboro Red. 'Cause that's what men do. And I did what any man would have done waiting for a lady in a nail salon. I browsed around Ross's next door and then got some grocery shopping done. That's funny because those aren't manly things at all. I'm going to save some of them for future shows. We're going to make it a segment.
Yeah.
Jesus cleaning out his closet.
Yeah.
Here's the long lost Christmas card. Oh boy, I'm nervous. Do I have permission to read it in its entirety?
Am I gonna have to punch you in your face?
Okay, man. Here it goes.
Well,
Now,
I don't
remember-
I don't have a choice. You wrote it already.
Dude, remember, this is history. This is history of our friendship, and it's so special to have found it for the podcast. It's like a message, man.
Oh.
I just found this fucking note randomly.
All right, go ahead.
It says,
I'm listening.
Black Jesus, Merry Christmas, brother. Isn't it cool how the entire world celebrates our birthday? Some celebrating the birth of Black Jesus. Most people celebrating the birth of white Jesus. Haha. Dude, you're my best friend here at work. And since I really don't have a lot of friends outside of work, you're one of my best friends. I appreciate that. I'm grateful for that. You're a good man. You're a black man, but a good man. You're always there for me. You always got my back, and I'll always have your back. I wish you, your race trading wife, BJ, and your new tar baby a very Merry Christmas. I am so sorry about that last sentence. I love you, brother. Merry Christmas. I apologized right after writing out your Christmas card.
Damn.
I hope that made it onto the final draft.
Yeah.
Do you have the card around? You didn't save it?
I burnt that son of a bitch.
You didn't save it for like 11 years? Oh, wow, dude.
Damn, that was a night.
Wow, man. Talk about like a Back to the Future moment.
Yeah.
That's how we were back in the day, and now we're here doing this.
That's
It's
amazing,
crazy.
huh?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We were talking about 2012 and everything.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, I'll probably read from these
lost books,
lost books.
the clean out the closet books. Did we do with
Like,
topic of
what-
diction?
Who was going to start again? Oh, shit, we're already
Oh, we on?
recording.
We on?
Yeah, so who was going to start? Let's say it at the same time. It's time for the topic of discussion. Generally, just like a topic that we talk about here on the show. And
Do we have several topics, or we just have that one main topic?
today, it's just going to be a single topic on one thing. And that thing is alcohol and alcoholism. And the topic of discussion this week is brought to you by vodka. Vodka, destroying lives and families since 1533.
How about whiskey?
There's a lot of alcohol that destroys. And I guess I want to start by talking about. Do you have any experience with alcoholism? Are you an alcoholic, dude?
Oh, hell no.
You know that's the first sign of an alcoholic is that you deny being an alcoholic.
Well, I don't drink, so I don't really drink, so I can't.
You know, neither does Donald Trump, but he acts like a total drunk.
Yeah, but I can't label myself as something that I'm not. So, yeah, I see a lot of things what alcohol do to a lot of people. So that's why I really stay away from it. Don't get me wrong. During my youth year, we drank and party and.
Oh, so you've been drunk before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Who haven't? But anyway, I just don't like the feeling, the aftermath of it. Like waking up the next day feeling groggy and and want to stay in bed with the massive headache and the light bothers you. You feel like the whole entire room is spinning. Nah, it's just not my cup of tea.
Guess what, man? It's a great thing that it didn't appeal to you because alcoholism sucks.
Yeah.
Drinking leads to sucky shit.
Yeah, and you don't remember what the hell you did the next day. And
it depends. Some people can drink and be okay. Alcoholics can't and shouldn't drink.
Yeah.
And I'm an alcoholic. And I don't drink. But full disclosure, if a situation arises where a friend wants to share a beer with me, I will have a half a beer with a friend, which is what we did last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I haven't been drunk probably for a couple years, and I just don't drink. Maybe at Christmas, do a shot with my sister, something like that.
But to me, it's like, the reason why I understand what they mean, by when people drink, it's like it's called spirit for a reason. It's basically another spirit that just jumped into your body and take over.
Very complicated stuff.
You do things that you regret, or say things that you regret at the end of the day. So
what did you do, Black Jesus?
Oh, nah, I never did anything.
Who did you hurt?
Nah. That's I've seen it. I've seen a lot of people get drunk and do crazy things, go to jail, and that's just not me. I like to have control of myself.
That's good. And, I smoke pot, but I never get stoned to the point where I can't control myself.
But I don't think...
I think it's possible, but
I don't think... I've never seen anybody that smoke pot that goes all belligerent.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen anybody does that before.
The legal drug really should be weed, and the illegal one should be booze.
Yeah, agree. I don't smoke, so it's like... I'm
going to tell you a couple of stories.
Let me tell you a couple stories. I remember the first time I think I really drank and got drunk. I was 16. I was going to high school in Kansas. And of course, there's a teenage party there with booze, right? So I get in there, and this is like the first time I've been to like a party, really. And started playing quarters, and there's a bunch of booze. I forgot what it was. Liquor. Blacked out that night. First time drinking, blacked out. I was playing quarters, and then I woke up half naked in my van, freezing because it was snowing.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The buddy who invited me to the party eventually came and checked on me, and it's like, dude, you blacked out, man. You started stripping off your clothes and stuff, and we had to put you in here. And I was like, they ended up driving me home.
What did they do? They drove you and left you in front of your house?
Oh, no.
Inside the van?
No, I believe they made sure I made it to the door, which I haven't done to friends in the past. I remember an old friend who I did dump off in front of his front door one night because I was drunk too, and I didn't want to get in trouble with his parents or something. And I was like, I know he'd be straight. He's just drunk, But I remember his mom yelling at me for dumping him off like that. So as a youth, I partied with booze, man. I like around 1998, I packed a group of my friends, me, a black guy, a Cuban, and a Jew. And this isn't the beginning of a joke. We all got into my hippie van, and drove down to Key West, and the side panel doors of the van pulled off, and we had it stuffed with booze.
No way.
And we drove to Key West and got just completely drunk. Went to a strip club. I remember peeing on a church.
Damn, White Jesus, you proud of that?
Oh, of course not. Oh my God. It's it was poisonous drinking that I was doing, man.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to have survived.
But do you get hangovers? Do you get massive headaches?
But I've never been like a steady drinker. Either I'm abusing it or I'm not drinking. And you know what? Alcoholism is in my family.
Okay.
All of my immediate family have alcoholism issues. You know,
How does that affect your household or your family?
oh, it's not good for a household.
What goes on when everybody get drunk?
It's just you know, alcohol can change people. You know, a person can turn into a sad, mean person while they're drinking. And unfortunately, when you see other people that you know or you have a relationship with and they're drunk, they're not the same person. They're a different person.
They
And
become
sometimes
abusive.
it gets really bad. And
White Jesus
Yeah,
is getting
man.
emotional behind that. I can see it in his face.
um,
It's a touchy subject, and you know it's real when
yeah, dude. And I'm glad that I don't drink alcohol. It feels good. It feels good to have half of a bottle of beer and not go into a binge of drinking. I realized throughout my own drinking that it only gets me into deep depression and dangerous behaviors.
what you mean about
alcohol
dangerous?
is not my friend. I've driven drunk so many times. I've run off the road. I passed out at the wheel once and ran into the back of a boat. I woke up in the hospital with a tube in my penis.
Yeah, that's some scary shit.
Yeah. I think there was
Did you remember running into the boat, or you don't remember running
I
into the
didn't
boat?
remember anything. So, you know,
Did they know you was under the influence?
I may have, I believe insurance settled things and I never got charged with anything. But I was mixing pills too. There's been dangerous times, and that it's awesome that I'm alive sometimes, you know? There's very, very clear moments where I should have been dead, but I figured out how to survive, you know?
But with alcoholism,
a drunk,
let me ask you another question. I remember the first time when you said, "Hey, dude, can I have a beer?" And I was like, "Nope."
Yep.
Is the reason why I said no was because I know you told me that, and from a friend, as a friend, I should say, I don't want you to get that
That's a good friend,
that
man.
little buzz, and then all of a sudden you're gonna constantly want to go back into that same routine of drinking and drinking.
That's a
So,
good friend. You gave me a tiny
Yeah, I
little
gave
sip of
you-
beer
yeah.
and in a bottle, and I poured some into your cup, which you could hear on the microphone, which is really
Yeah.
cool. I was like, "Have some more beer," and then I poured some beer into your glass, and you could hear it on the mic. It was cool.
Yeah, so it's
Should have
like
put a timestamp and a chapter on that. And you know what? The closest I came maybe to probably dying was when a drunk driver hit me. I was driving on 595, probably doing about 65 or so, and a drunk driver, I'm in an SUV, and a drunk driver comes up behind me and clips me on the side, and my vehicle immediately started rolling. It's
Get outta
65
here.
miles per hour. Now, when I got hit and I felt the direction the car was moving,
did it move in slow motion?
Oh, dude, I just knew exactly what to do. I reached under, I grabbed my steering wheel from the underneath, I ducked my head, and I put all of my force on the steering wheel and the floor to keep myself in perfect stationary position while the car was rolling, because I knew I was going to be rolling. So I compressed myself and I braced myself. I went through a highway roll about 7 times on 595.
Wow.
Starting at 65 miles an hour. And at the end of it, I was upside down, feeling great. Upside down, feeling great, hanging from my seatbelt. And I just did a quick inventory of, like, I'm still here. People came up to the window and say, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm excellent. Everything's great."
And you passed out afterwards.
No. I think I remember the whole thing. And then, they're like, "Hang tight." So I'm hanging upside down for maybe about 8 minutes or so. Ambulance guys get there, cut me down, plunk. And then they pull me out. And then I'm like, "Wait a second, I don't have insurance. I'll walk to the hospital." I remember that. I said that. I said, "I can't afford an ambulance." I don't know why I said that, but I offered for some reason to
walk to the hospital.
Get there myself because
Wow.
Because I got out and I was like, "I'm fine."
Well, I need to go to the hospital for, huh?
Exactly.
But you still need to
all
get.
I have is road rash right there. Because the car was on its side for a while and just got road rash right there. And then I was pulling pieces of glass out of my head for the next month, probably.
No way.
Yeah, because there was a lot of glass that went into my head. I went back to work the next day. Because I'm the champion. And Blockbuster is very important work.
Wow.
We can say Blockbuster Video all we want because they don't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
I think they turned the last store into an ice cream shop.
But anyway, that's the story of alcoholism.
Okay, and all right, so hopefully hearing just my brief history with alcohol that didn't even take up a huge portion of my life. It really just happened every once in a while at certain times I would binge. But hopefully hearing this will help scare the hell out of you about drinking or just check where you're at and stuff. I wanted to read some definitions. It's kind of like a PSA type of thing. Alcoholism sucks. And we want to be able to help. The definition of alcoholism involves the inability to manage drinking habits. It's also commonly referred to as alcohol use disorder. Alcohol use disorder is organized in 3 categories: mild, moderate, and severe. Each category has various symptoms and can cause harmful side effects. If left untreated, any type of alcohol abuse can spiral out of control. Alcoholism is a bad disease to observe somebody you love have. Wow, man.
Actually, sometime by drinking too much, you could smell the alcohol coming out of your pores.
Oh yeah, I remember I used to sweat alcohol, man. Man, I was a fucked up kid, dude. I was a pretty fucked up kid. I went through some stuff. I went through some gangster stuff in the streets.
It's crazy.
Do we have any jokes about alcoholism?
It's an open format.
I don't drink. Well, I've never had alcohol. For whatever reason. I never drank, okay? While I did not drink, what a mess I'd be. They drink beer, and I saw a lot of people drinking. While I did not drink, they were in high school, go crazy. It's a very tough thing. Drank a lot. You've had enough. It's one of my only good traits. I don't drink. You've had enough. You've had enough. You've had enough. You've had enough.
For people who think they may have a problem with alcohol or know somebody who has a problem with alcohol, I found a number you can call. There's probably so many of them, but the one I pulled up is 844-975-1483. And you're right, man. It's a touchy subject. There's just no good. Alcoholism, it's all bad.
Yeah.
Alcoholism.
Alcohol kills a lot of people. That's like if you look up the death rate when it comes up to people dying from alcohol, from car crash to just alcohol poison and so many other things. It's like that is something that, if you have a family member with the issue, like White Jesus say, go out and help them out and, don't judge. Give them a hand. See how you can help. There's fake news and there's real news. Here's the real news with White Jesus.
I
love my life.
Welcome to the real news with White Jesus. Our top story, a cat named after the notorious B.I.G. shot multiple times and survives. Dude. There's a cat named after the notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
That's a tough-ass cat. His new album, Cats Busting Caps, drops later this month.
That's a good one.
Thanks, man. My brother wrote that joke. Sturgis motorcycle rally attendees test positive for coronavirus. The attendees also tested positive for herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, HPV, syphilis, and taint collapse.
You might as well say all of the above.
They probably have white fragility too.
Yeah.
Taint collapse.
Taint collapse. What's the taint collapse?
I Googled it, man. It's something that only motorcycle enthusiasts suffer from. It's just where you're riding your bike all the time and eventually just like your taint collapses, apparently. It's medical news from the real news with White Jesus. Our next story. The Washington football teams...
What's the name of it? Like
the Washington football team. You've known this.
Oh,
this is
my God.
Yeah, like I can't even say the team's name without. I'll never be able to read the headline straight through because after I read the Washington football team, you start cracking immediately. Immediately. The Washington football team. Let's actually go to a more somber tone.
Go ahead.
The Washington football team's head coach diagnosed with cancer, plans to keep coaching. When reached for comment, head coach Ron Rivera stated, it's been a tough year. I thought after we were renamed the Washington football team, it couldn't get much worse. But the good Lord works in baffling ways. If I had only one wish, even though I've just been diagnosed with cancer, it would be that my team was never renamed to the Washington football team. I think first we have a firm stance on this show that fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. But I needed the Washington football team thing. Apparently, it's very treatable, and he plans on keeping coaching.
Okay.
So that's Ron Rivera. Good luck, and man, keeping coaching and everything. what a trooper that guy is.
Man, I just lost a buddy of mine from cancer, Ben Harrison.
Shut up, Ben. Cancer
is a bitch.
Does suck, man. And even killed my dad, who went out like the strongest man I've ever seen. Man, he was a military guy, and he was so super strong and impressive toward the end. And we're gonna stop talking about that. Anyway, the Washington football team, man. I probably should have done a story about them having the first black NFL coach. No, NFL president.
Damn.
Which is a thing. Our next story. A zoo has been trying to get two pandas to mate for over 10 years. When coronavirus closed the zoo down, they finally did. The pandas finally decided that gay sex was better than no sex.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's actually revisiting or maybe coupled with a story from last week.
God damn.
And we love gay panda stories.
That's crazy.
Or straight panda stories. You can be any kind of panda you want to be. If you're out there and you're listening and you're a panda, I want to let you know that you could be any kind of panda you want to be. Black and White Jesus loves you. Our next story, UPS loses family's $846,000 inheritance, offers to refund $32 shipping fee. That doesn't add up, man.
Yeah, that somebody fucked up on that math right there.
Actually, the employee found responsible said he was so sorry for his mistake and doesn't know what happened. He then climbed into his Bugatti and fled the press conference. He has resigned, moved to Mexico to enjoy his retirement.
The Mexican government.
Yeah, he moved to Mexico, and he seems like he might be guilty of something. And Bugattis are for douchebags, as we know.
Damn.
Our next story, ex-racer Renee Gracie on switching to porn. I love what I do now. So, like, this is I guess like a NASCAR racer lady named Renee Gracie, and she switched to porn, and she loves what she does now. Going from the cockpit of a race car to cockpit the movie.
China.
Renee Gracie stated that both professions are fulfilling, but only one fills her holes with cock.
Damn.
I apologize. I don't think I've had a solid cock joke, and I needed one. I also need a solid cock. Our next news story. Congress to make members pay out of pocket for sexual harassment settlements. That seems fair. They should. Congress is also voting on a bill later this month to require members to also pay out of pocket for their own prostitutes and cocaine addictions.
Shit.
Oh my God. Has the government been paying for that stuff?
Absolutely.
That seems unreasonable. I mean, if I paid taxes, I would be upset about my tax dollars being spent to do that kind of thing.
I know I'm upset.
Oh my God. Our next news story. Man arrested for smoking marijuana while in court facing a marijuana charge. He was in court on a marijuana charge anyway.
So he
was smoking marijuana while in court. Spencer Boston, 20, apologized saying he thought he was watching court TV. Yeah, that sounds like Bong Boy.
Yeah.
Like he can't tell the difference between reality and reality TV.
Yeah, he's stuck on that.
That's Upright Citizens Brigade. Shout out to Upright Citizens Brigade.
Tiffany.
Ohio ice cream shop asked customers to stop yelling at teenage employees about mask requirements. The customers are defending themselves, saying, "I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream." I hired a 2-year-old to write me jokes for the show.
Was it a Mormon?
A nice 2-year-old wrote me that joke. This next story is from CNN. It says, "Oh, great. NASA says an asteroid is heading our way right before election day."
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
It's 1% chance of hitting us.
Dude, first of all, CNN's headlines, it sounds like a millennial's writing them, because the actual headline The actual headline was, "Oh great, NASA says an asteroid is heading right our way." The headline started with "Oh great," like OMG. It's like,
Congratulations.
oh my God, like CNN sounds like a teenage girl. Oh my God, NASA says there's an asteroid heading our way right before Election Day.
When was the last time anybody saw us beating, let's say, China?
China. You know what? Okay, so CNN says that asteroid is heading our way right before Election Day.
Yeah.
Well, the world is uniting in hope and prayer that this asteroid destroys us all. We're all
doomed.
We're all fingers crossed, dude.
But
take us away.
It's only a
exit simulation.
It's only a what, 6 feet wide?
Because once Donald Trump gets elected, people are gonna be so upset. I'm sorry, but that's how I call it for right now. That's how I predict the future. Much like Nostradamus. And finally, at Oklahoma State University, students are tracked to stop the spread of coronavirus. UC Berkeley hopes to use the same tracking technology to stop the spread of herpes. Hey, was that two STD jokes in the same segment?
I believe so.
I gotta work on my writing, but it's been fun. That's the real news.
With white Jesus.
Hey, Black Jesus, we've reached that part of the show where we wrap it up like a perfectly smokable doobie. And in this special edition of Wrap It Up, we're wrapping it up really fast because you got to go somewhere and I got to go somewhere.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with drugs.
Yep.
Thanks for listening to the show. Black Jesus and White Jesus love you. Remember that.
We'll see you next time.